So is that easy to do, guys? That's easy to do, right? So what I want you to know is, can I borrow you as you're close?
Please.
Come on up. So you've got the first step, which is like the looking at the eyes and so on. What I want you to now is add something in called compliance. You want to make sure, you want to test how responsive is this individual being, right? If, for example, so what's your name?
Rohit.
Rohat. So if I ask Rohat, if you can stand over here for a moment, is he being compliant? Right? Is his mind generally accepting of what's going on, or is it going to be more rejecting or cautious and so on? Which is it? More accepting? You can see that, right? Now, I want you to imagine I'm a typical used car salesman. You think I have not got your best interest at heart, what's about to happen, right? Mm-hmm. Would you come over here for a moment? Did you see that? Right? The hesitation. He's complied. Physically, it's happening, isn't it? But do I have him where I need him to be yet? No. I need him to be more open. So that tells me I have to do a little bit more work, right? So once you start looking out for these things. Now, at this point, we're only going through the mechanics of an instant induction, so I'm not so concerned about what to do, how to solve it, but I want you to be able to spot it nonetheless, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the compliance and the intention things together. As you go around the room, the same exercise, you'll meet someone and, hey, how are you doing? Let's stand over here with you for a moment. And then you're going to watch for their level of compliance. And I want, mentally, what you want you to do, every 3 partners, so for 3 partners, I want you to be compliant and nice. The 4th partner, I want you to be skeptical or not too sure about, not like, I don't trust you, not nothing obvious, just like, you think about someone that you don't quite trust, right? And bring that sort of that feeling out, but still try and be socially polite. So you'll still come stand over there and so on, but you have that feeling inside. Does that make sense? Now, to mix it up a little bit, you can choose at what position you put that distrust. You could start with that and then do 3 trusting ones. You can mix in the middle. But the pattern I want to have is 3 trusts and 1 distrust, kind of mixing it up. So no one quite knows what to expect, but they start looking for it. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes? So very simply, you're going to ask him to stand over here for me, would you? You're going to watch. By the way, what was that? Right? You're going to watch, and then you're going to go straight to the exact same place, hands on shoulders, invade his body space just a little bit, right? It's not like we're up here going like, hello. Exactly, that's the wrong kind of hypnosis, right? And apparently, I think in LA they're particularly harsh about that sort of stuff. So you do invade the personal space, but not too much. Then eye contact, and you wait for that, thank you very much, you wait for that moment where the face settles, the eyes focus in, and you know you've set the context well enough for what we're about to do. Does that make sense to you guys? We have one question over here quickly.
When I'm doing it, I prefer one hand on the shoulder.
Okay.
It feels more
sure.
organic. It doesn't feel so like,
So the question here is he prefers to have just one hand on the shoulder because it feels more natural, more organic, as you would say. I'm fine with that. I really have no problem with that. I like 2 hands purely because I really like to take charge of the person. I want to test. I want to see where the boundaries are. But in certain situations, I agree. I'll just be one-handed. And in fact, although we won't be using this mechanics, there's sometimes I'll even go to a slightly different style of doing the induction just because it fits the scene. But for the moment, we want to keep it very clean. So if you feel more comfortable as a hypnotist doing one-handed, that's fine, I don't mind. The key thing is, do you have all of their attention? Not some of it, but all of it. Does that make sense? Is that easy to do, guys? All right, off you go. Just spend a minute doing that. Thank you so much.